I'm pretty expert on how Black Americans come to think about politics and punishment in particular. But like most scholars, I have my own sort of intellectual bent. And even for the most interdisciplinary scholars among us, and I like to think I'm pretty interdisciplinary, it is still the case that we often do that which we're most accustomed to doing. And I think what CASBS does really well, and what it has done for me, is that it has forced me to think about what am I missing by not taking on a more, say, humanist approach, one used by anthropologists and some historians. What am I missing by not focusing as much on narrative and the stories that people tell? And I've been exposed to really good models of doing that kind of work by engaging with scholars both in the seminars that we have, but also in the reading groups, one of which I organized on identity with scholars across the social sciences and the humanities. And so I think CASBS has been most transformative to me in helping me realize what am I missing and what can I gain by taking on different approaches, some of which might be more uncomfortable for me as an empiricist than I'm accustomed to using. I'm one of few pre-tenure faculty members here at CASBS. And for me, the goal of this sabbatical, this junior sabbatical, has been to focus on my academic book project, a book project that will be key to my portfolio when I'm up for tenure at Stanford University. With that said, what I have done here at CASBS that's different than what I expected to do is that I've expanded the way that I think about that book project. So some of my more senior colleagues who have a little bit more bandwidth perhaps to play around with, they might have been able to come to CASBS and totally upend that project or that research idea that they were working on and take it in an entirely new direction. For me, what has happened is that the reach of the project, I think, will be more expansive because of the time I've had at CASBS. Instead of this book that's on Black people and Black people's politics, just thinking about the case of African Americans, I'm excited in one portion of the book project now to be thinking about how the underlying theoretical approach and processes that I outline can apply to other social groups, some of which I'm much less familiar with. And those are conversations that I've had at CASBS that I think have expanded my idea of the possibilities of this project than I had before coming in. As an early career researcher, it's interesting being among a set of scholars, many of whom have spent their lifetimes now working on these ideas. And so being here as an early career researcher, I think has been extra special because of the kind of mentoring that I've gotten, advice about my research for sure, but also advice about the professional life of an academic.